Hello, Blossoming Souls. My name is Amber Choicello. Welcome to Blossom and Rice Tarot. We have today's theme of what Spirit would like for you to know at this particular time. We have the Black and Gold Tarot deck, which is pile 1. We have the Peanuts Tarot deck, which is 2. And then we have the Golden Girls Tarot deck, which is pile 3. So definitely take a moment. Feel what feels right, the right message for you. And then choose the pal that you feel most connected to. Time stamps will be down below in the description, okay? And I am available for individual readings. I'm also on Substack, so check me out there. That link will be down below in description as well. So let's get into this pick a card reading of what Spirit has to tell us right now. So hello, pal 1, for those of you who chose the Black and Gold Tarot deck. Okay, so we're going to start off with a blossoming affirmation from my affirmation deck. All right, the affirmation states, I am a radiant star lighting up the universe with my unique brilliance. Okay, so we're going to put this over here off the side of the camera, but I'm getting a sense with this message, it has to do with feeling like you do take up space in a very positive way, because there is no one quite like you. Okay, so let's see what the other messages say. All right, we have the energy of love, and I'm going to read from the deck. It comes from the Threads of Fate, Aluminum Edition. Okay, so this specific energy is ether energy in this deck. Okay, so it says, this card is an invitation to examine love in all aspects, in all facets of your life. This is love of self, love of others, your healthy or not so healthy boundaries, your presence with others, your relationship with intimacy, and if you feel seen and heard, if you feel passion, joy, and total responsibility. It could also be a reminder that love is a choice. It says, sit with these questions. Do you actively work on your relationship with yourself? Do you feel trust and respect yourself? Do you have a partner? And if so, do you feel a balance in the relationship? Do you feel balance in your friendships? How do you feel in your work environment? What is your relationship with passion? Do you take more time for it? There's a typo. What about intimacy? Do you feel comfortable with it? Do you feel love avoidant or love addicted? What is your attachment style? How do you express love? Our relationship with love in all forms is always in motion and flow. When this card makes itself known to you, it simply means you should spend a day or two witnessing how love lives in your life. I love that. That's a beautiful message. Okay, so definitely take that as that resonates. Okay, and then we have the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And it says, there's no place like home, like Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz. This is number 50. And 5 is the energy of change and transformation. So you might be needing to go through a transformation and or it's happening in the near future. All right, so 5, it says orphaned, energy of orphaned. Essential meanings, a sense of loss, an identity crisis. Ooh, how interesting, an identity crisis when we're talking about I am radiant. Star lighting up the universe with my unique brilliance. Okay. Identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. We all have we all were, nope. We were all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of rather than separate from is an essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before, and you need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belongings and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It is time to move on. That's very specific, right? Very specific. Finding where home is. What does that mean to you, right? If it's feeling home within a relationship, is it a healthy relationship? Like I said, what are your attachment styles? Finding love. What does love look like? Observing love within yourself and others and outside of yourself, right? I shuffled the cards, so I didn't look at them until now, okay? So let's see what additional messages there are for this group. So Spirit, what additional messages do you have for us? Okay, so if you're struggling with finding a sense of peace, finding connection within yourself, this pile is for you, okay? If this message does not resonate, please feel free to check out the other two piles. Okay, so Spirit, tell us about group 1. Okay. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. There we go. Okay. Queen of Cups. Oh, we have Temperance. Oh, okay. We've got the Four of Swords, followed by the Seven of Cups. Oh, that one just jumped on out. We have Strength. And we have the Nine of Cups, followed with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you may be someone that is often been a giver, one that gives to people, and perhaps maybe you've had trouble receiving back what you put out. All right, that can be extremely draining. Okay, extremely draining. But I feel like there's more for you, and I feel like perhaps something that you've been really struggling with for a while now, because Temperance is making me feel like it's taking some time. Okay, Spirit really wants you to connect with yourself here with the Nine of Swords to find what feels good. Okay, like these other messages here, love, no place like home, repeating this mantra of I'm radiant, I'm a radiant star lighting up the universe with my unique brilliance. There's nobody like you. There's nobody like you. Okay, and the reminder that you have all this love that's within you, and it's positive. It is positive, but we want to make sure that we're protected because people will take advantage wherever they can, okay? It's a known fact, and we just have to protect our energy better. There's nothing wrong with being full of love, being full of emotion, but we also want to protect that, okay? The things that we're thinking, if they're negative, we got to reframe our thoughts, reframe what we're telling ourselves, okay? Step up and have the courage to change the situation that you may not like being in. Remember that you are the creator of your own reality at the end of the day, okay? Take some time to connect with Spirit. Take some time to learn how to protect your energy, okay? If you need help with that, Pile 1, I have created an empath protection kit that has a workbook. It has crystal recommendations, guided meditations, and a few other things. If you're interested, check it out. But ultimately, Pal 1, you need to be really focusing on love of self and how it reflects in your outside world, okay? But also allowing yourself grace throughout this time. If you're struggling with identifying love within yourself, have grace and reach out for help, okay? I do see that this is a positive situation for you, especially with the Nine of Cups. If you're asking if you need to make changes or you need to move on or whatever your question may be, the Nine of Cups is always my yes card. Okay, the yes energy. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Pal 1. Please let me know how it resonates by commenting down below, and then also please consider subscribing to the channel. It does help the channel grow. All right, Pile 2, hello. If you're here and you chose the peanut deck, this is for you, okay? So what message Spirit has for you? All right, so we're going to move the tarot deck aside, and first we're going to get a blossoming affirmation from my affirmation deck. It says, I am a cosmic surfer riding the waves of life with joy. Okay. And then I'm using the Threads of Fate deck, the Illuminated edition, because it's just so beautiful. With this message, it says the Explorer. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? The Explorer. I'm going to read from the deck. All right, so the Explorer, it feels like it would be air. It is, it's ether. Okay, I always get ether and air mixed up. Ether's like the universe, right? All right, so the Explorer. So it says, the Explorer calls you out of your routine and into a rhythm with your deepest self and all that is around you. When people think explore, sometimes they conjure up images of grand traveling expeditions. And while travel can be illuminating and profound, do not fool yourself into thinking that the expectations you need are out of your reach. Explore from exactly where you are. Explore on your own by doing new things and projects. Explore your current environment, even if it's just taking a different route on your way to work. The Explorer calls for a shakeup of the typical and the ordinary, which is really interesting, Explorer, because the affirmation says, I am a cosmic surfer riding the waves of life with joy. Exploring, writing. And just to let you know, I shuffled this, put it together, I haven't looked at it. So these messages are as new to me as they are to you right now. Okay, I'll continue. So continue reflecting and journaling on the following questions. When you think of the word explore, what do you see in your mind's eye? What qualities are brought out in you when you are exploring, i.e. curiosity, excitement, play? A balanced explorer is driven by the need for freedom and to learn about the world around them. They do not like to be bound by societal expectations. Instead, they prefer that their external world reflects their inner world of mystery and curiosity. Sounds like an Aquarius, like me. An explorer out of balance can have some ungroundedness and instability. Those that struggle being present with themselves may become addicted to constantly moving and going new places, doing new things, meeting new people. Explorers may also have a tendency to refuse to sacrifice their freedom in the immediate, risking their ability to survive or build for their future. Example, not getting a steady job because they want to travel, only to find themselves in debt years later, and then forced to sacrifice their freedom so they can survive. If this resonates with you, consider spending more time in solitude with no distractions. Allow for stillness, see what needs to be unearthed within you. So a little bit of exploration, right? As we're riding the waves of life, right? The cosmic waves. Followed with the wisdom of the Oracle deck. So number 34, it says a leg up. Okay, 3 plus 4 is 7. So 7 may be significant to you, or the number 34 may be significant to you, Pal 2. Take what resonates. All right, so let's read this message for number 34. And then we'll get into the tarot. Oh, I'm looking for the page, and it's actually doesn't go by page. It goes by number of the card. All right. 34 says, a leg up. So essential meetings, it says, receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. Interdependence is highly healthy in relationships, by the way. It's the most healthiest form of relationships that you can have. All right, so the oracle message says, you've come to a point where you're going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept the aid, so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. Okay, so this basically says if you're struggling to ask for help as you are discovering new things about yourself, that all you have to do is ask and help will be given, okay? Do not be ashamed to ask for help when help is needed. All right, so for those of you that chose the peanut deck, I've not used this deck yet. It's the first time I'm using it. I love Peanuts, if you can't. Well, if you didn't know, now you know. Peanuts is my favorite cartoon. I just love the jazz. I love the messages in the Peanuts series. So when I saw this, I had to get it. So, all right. So, additional messages for Pal 2, please, Spirit, and thank you thus far. And thank you for allowing me to share this deck with you too. Okay. So Spirit, what can you tell us about Pal 2, additional messages? Pal 2, it seems like you're in need of really finding out more about yourself. That exploration. Pulling you away from things that used to mean a lot to you, have great significance, is no longer. And it could be scary, right? You could be going through a spiritual awakening right now, a dark night of the soul, or just generally just leaning more into spirituality. Okay. Let's take it a wow, Spirit. What's up with some of these messages? What can you tell us about some? Okay, thank you. All right, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. The 10 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. The 9 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, Death. Okay, one more, Spirit. And one more. Whoa. And it's the first time I'm shuffling this deck, so please give me some grace. Okay, one more card, please, Spirit. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Wands. So very combative type of energy here. Okay, you see Linus, he's not about to play around. That's what it looks like. All right, so we have, like I said, the 10 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Cups, Death, the 5 of Wands, and then this little bad boy over here is the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so heavy Pentacle energy. So this may resonate with you. Oh, actually, we have another one. The Ace of Spades, which is the Ace of Swords, was hiding underneath that one. Wow. Okay. All right, so you may be an earth sign, so you may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, because Pentacle energy is earth energy, but you don't have to be. So you're striving for complete independence, Okay, is what I'm seeing here. I see that you're really focused on work. You're really focused on work, and you're feeling dissatisfied with life. Okay, perhaps maybe because of your commitment to work, commitment to other things, you've been feeling left out of your own life, not feeling any type of satisfaction. I do feel like you're gaining some clarity here with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Spades, which is the Ace of Swords in the tarot deck. So sword energy represents clarity. Okay, so gaining a new awareness, which is happening now, just being completely fed up with the things that have been happening. Now, with the death here, like I said, like there's seems to be an end that's coming. Okay, if you haven't experienced it yet, it's coming. There's this spark within you that is looking for more answers, more to life, more aspects into who you are as an individual. Okay, with the Five of Wands here, it shows conflict. So you may be in conflict with other people. It's coming right after death. So if you're in conflict with other people, these people may slip away as you move forward with getting to know yourself a little bit better, getting to know yourself deeper. They may not fall in line with who you're becoming. Okay. And perhaps maybe you've been fighting with someone, and you're finding that it's just not a good match. Don't work out. It's not working out. Okay. Now with the Seven of Wands on the overarching energy, I feel like you could have been fighting for things that you used to believe in. Okay, like old belief systems are starting to shatter, fall away, and you're starting to see things with a new perspective. Especially now, with what's happening in the world, not just in the United States but worldwide, people are waking up. And you're no longer able to defend the things that you used to be able to defend. Wake up call, okay? Which could be the callous effect of what's happening with this internal expedition that you're on, okay? But just take it as it resonates, pal, too, all right? But as you're in this, you are not alone. You can reach out for help if things get too dark, if things get too confusing, you just needing guidance. Trust that help is out there, okay? Pal 2, I'm not just a tarot reader. I'm also a spiritual medium, mentor, and I also am a licensed psychotherapist. So if you're interested in working with me, just check out my website down below and see if we could be a good fit on the services that I offer outside of tarot, all right? But remember, if you need help while you're doing this exploration of self, there's help out there. All right. So thank you so much, pal 2. If the message resonates with you, please go ahead, comment down below, let me know, and consider following this channel. It does help my channel grow. All right. So thank you so much. All right, pile 3. This is what messages Spirit has for you today, or what you need to know the most right now from Spirit messages. All right, you chose the Golden Girl deck. Let's see. Here we go, Sophia. I don't think I've ever used this deck, so I'm excited to be using it today. But before we get to tarot, we have some pre-shuffled messages here. I have not looked at it, so the messages that come up are going to be just as new to me as it is for you. All right, so let's go. So this is from my Blossoming Affirmations deck. My heart is a drum, beat into the rhythm of love and peace. Okay. Followed by the Threads of Fate Luminant deck. It's an Oracle deck. I absolutely love the art. It's beautiful, as you can see. This is Get Creative. Interesting. Get creative, and it says, my heart is a drum beat into the rhythm of love and peace. So I'm wondering, pal 3, if you work with instruments or singer or an artist of some kind. I don't think I've ever seen this card before. Maybe. It's been a very long time since I've worked doing pick a card readings. So it's been years since I've used this deck. Okay, where is my book for it though? Oh, it's right here. Get creative. All right. Is that air? It's water. Interesting. Okay. So it's water energy. All right. Get creative. So this message says, to be human is to be creative, but it is easy to lose insight of this. From a young age, we absorb cultural stigma around the arts and creativity. That is impractical, and it should take a backseat for more lucrative pursuits. But the truth is, creativity brings a flow to our life. It finds openings. Without a creative practice, we can find ourselves stuck and uninspired. And there are so many ways to be creative. You may feel called to rearrange your living space, or write, or take pictures. All of these things are great. Creativity is a way of life, not an activity. This card is asking you to look around and see what things inspire you. What do you feel called to create or transform? Think outside the box. Interesting. Okay. So the crow, it says, the crow teaches us to approach our current life with a creative edge. They have an incredibly keen eye for problem solving and using innovative ways to meet their needs. They have been known to make their own tools and use the world around them to their advantage. Example, dropping a nut in the road so it can get ran over and cracked open when it's proven hard to break on their beaks. Maybe you're not feeling inspired to tackle new projects. That's fine. Call upon the crow as an ally in meeting your current life with an inventive outlook. That's pretty interesting. Okay, then we have the iris. The iris shows us how to use our feelings as a gateway to artistic expression. They come in all forms of the rainbow spectrum and often look like they've been painted themselves. They often serve a portal to our creative selves through channeling divine inspiration. Iris is especially helpful if you're stuck in a routine and can't seem to find beauty in the unexpected. Call upon Iris if you need assistance in restoring vibrance to your life. All right, so I've had to re-record this one because my mic went out. So, pile 3, I'm going to be recording the fates. So, the fates came out. It's number 17. That could be significant to you, or 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 is the number of abundance. So, let's see what this message says for pile 3. 17. Here we go. All right. All right, so it says fate, karma, acceptance, that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The oracle message. Serenity, the serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in your life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in the cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with that. With what those events and your current circumstances have taught you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Okay? Okay, so my mic died, and I don't know what was said and was not said. I'm hopeful that I don't have to do this again. But we'll see. All right, Paul 3. So, all right. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Paul 3? Their creativity and acceptance. The King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Oh, the Lovers. Haha, it's Dorothy and Dan. and Sophia. That's funny. Okay, what is this one sticking for? Okay. All right, what else? Okay, the Sun. The Five of Cups. Okay, one more, please. The Knight of Wands. Followed by the Page of Pentacles with Blanche. My bad. Blanche. All right. So I feel like this may have to do with the end of a relationship for some. And I feel like perhaps there's a sense of fear for financial instability. But on the other hand, I do feel like there's been a great relief here for the Sun here. Okay, the Sun is here, where the Five of Cups is present. And I feel like there's been a lot of sorrow surrounding the lover's relationship here. Perhaps some infidelity or some just not being truthful, or just a lot of different scenarios it could be. But I feel like the end of this relationship has alleviated a lot of stress, emotional stress, a lot of emotional burden, but it does cause it a financial instability currently, right now, okay? But we also have the Knight of Wands. So this tells me, Pile 3, that you are feeling that, not you are feeling, but you are someone that's very resilient, someone that's very determined, and you find a way out of a way, okay? With this Page of Pentacles, though, I really do feel like this is leading up to the creativity that Spirit was talking about originally, creating things, creating a new way for you. Perhaps that may be music, okay? Perhaps maybe there's a need to process your emotions through music or some type of expressive medium, okay? Whether it be paint, whether it be music, whether it be journaling, whether it be creating clay pots or cups or whatnot, whatever, however that resonates with you. But I feel like this is a start of something new, a new endeavor, okay? And it could make you a little bit of extra money on the side as well, okay? So if you're worried about finances or whatnot, I feel like you're creative. You're not only because the whole energy of Pile 3 is creativity, but creativity. You got this, okay, Pile 3? So let me know how this resonates by commenting down below. I am available for personal readings. Just let me know. And consider subscribing. It does help the channel grow. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.